when they started developing the first NTL program in AI, someone sent me one of the articles that they were using called something like Path with a Global Heart. And I read the article and I thought, this is too good to be true. Because I had worked in organizations that certainly didn't have any heart. It was all mechanistic procedures and stuff like that. So I sort of thought, well, if this does exist and if this is a way of working, then this is something pretty special. So from that, someone sent me the slides that they had used on this first program at NTL. And then we had someone come over to introduce us to this and to open space at the same time as kind of new ways of working, which quite a while ago now. And you were at the meeting in France as well, so that was a while where suddenly this sort of some colleagues all came together because we were all interested in something new, something different, something more heartfelt, I guess. And then I went to see Jane McGruder Watkins when she came over to do her PhD in Cambridge. And from then she put on the first training program in the UK. So from that point on, I guess some of us thought, yeah, this is a great way to work. And at the same time, it was also a bit confusing because some of us were not, quote, organizational consultants as such. So the question was, how could we take this approach into our way of working with clients? Which for some of us was around coaching, it was around smaller projects, rather than this idea of bringing hundreds of people together in a summit. Because even then, that was being sort of talked about as a way of bringing a lot of people together. So, so it certainly was a voyage of discovery. I think it's, like with other people, I think it's made a huge difference because it has enabled those of us who want to work putting the person at the center of an organization rather than the organization as the center and everybody else becomes compliant. This is a way where the alignment of strengths, as David and others talk about, where it's the strengths of the individual, strengths of a team, strengths of the purpose of the organization, the fact that that has far-reaching consequences for all the world outside. That kind of, for me, that integration is wonderful because, and we know for over the years that organizations that were very rules-based, regulation-based, needfully sometimes because of safety reasons, have actually also done even more and had more profits, which they have also used for societal good. And I don't think there's any other process that is so expansive. And so much so that it connects sort of all our individual realms of the senses and as well as the sort of, quote, hard-hearted part of business and the sort of efficiencies and the effectiveness and all those things that we know are necessary. You know, we'd like our planes to fly safely. We'd like our cars to do safe things. And if we combine that with people feeling that they are indeed contributing to something of a societal good, for me, it's been a situation where I just feel much more relaxed about things, because somehow I know that whatever I do moment to moment is in some way connected to a much greater purpose. And yeah, that's one of those things where you sort of think, how could I have imagined that this is where I would have come to?